At first glance, you would think that right now we were in the middle of the woods somewhere, some beautiful stream filled with wild trout, but actually, that's not the case at all. We're standing in the city right here at one of Tennessee's parks, and we're fixing to be working with TWRA and see them stock this full of beautiful rainbow trout. Hey guys, we're out here this morning and we are at Don Fox Park in Lebanon, Tennessee. Not somewhere that we would think we would typically be to see a bunch of people trout fishing, but this morning there are people up and down the stream here and they're trout fishing because we have come out here and TWRA has come out here and they have stocked this creek down here. Now, John, I've got John McKinney with me as well, and John, y'all have heard me talk a little bit about, he started getting this whole thing set up and kind of got this started a couple of years ago now, right?
Yeah, it was December of 2019. You know, I was walking out here at the park, looking at the creek and trying to figure out a way to get more kids involved in fishing. And, you know, I made the suggestion to TWRA to possibly make this a winter stocking location for their trout program.
And now what creek is this that runs through?
This is Sinking Creek.
And this comes originally from underneath our square.
That's right.
There's a spring that feeds this all the time. So it actually probably isn't a bad place to have these trout in, and I think a lot of people are going to enjoy them for a while to come now, over the next little bit. Now, Daryl, tell me a little bit about, now that these fish are in here, how long will these fish be in here that y'all put in today?
Well, typically rainbow trout, which is what we're stuck in today, they can survive up to about 70 degrees and they start getting stressed at 70, and at 72 they'll perish. But with these fish right here, and this being a spring-fed creek, theoretically they could last if they don't get called out, and they could grow to a very good size. When we came and when we started this whole process, our regional stream coordinator along with our statewide stream coordinator, Brandon Simcox, we got together and we sampled this creek with what we call a tow barge, and we electrofished. We saw what type of species was in there, and we weighed and measured everything, and we threw it back. and it gave us about 16, 18 different types of species, nothing endangered or anything like that in this particular area. So it let us know that it would support trout, and the trout would not displace anything that would be endangered or in need of management and things like that. So that was the first hurdle to get over with, in organizing and getting the trout, because we're such a limited resource with our trout hatcheries and everything being wide open. We're producing as many fish as we can, and everybody wants fish. So we're constantly trying to readjust, look at places where fish need to go, where we need to cut back, where we need to add to, where we need to drop, and where we got to. So we actually had a meeting in the early part of the year. Okay, where do we need to go with these fish? So a lot of times you'll see us out there, counting number of people, talking to people, seeing how many fish are there, how many fish are being caught. So are we stocking too many fish? Today we put in 350 just to see as that initial batch, is that going to be enough? We'll be out here all day talking to people and seeing how many that they've caught. Then we'll drop back, and in some places we'll actually use game cameras that are on time-lapse photos. That is a really cheap way. We're hanging a $100 camera out there that's taking a picture every hour on the hour, and hopefully we can get a good count of the number of people utilizing the resources that is limited. So that's what we're looking at.
Now, statewide, all of these fish come from the Flintville hatchery.
The trout. The trout, yes. The trout comes from the Flintville hatchery. They produce a lot of trout a year, and they go statewide with those trout. Those eggs will come in from Idaho, and they'll raise them up to 10, 11, 12 inches, depending on how old the fish are. And then they'll go in different places with those trout, all the way from Memphis and to Chattanooga.
So people just need to keep an eye out, maybe on y'all's website. They can go and they can find out the stocking, I guess, a program there as far as dates.
If you go to if they haven't changed the website around this week, if you go to tnwildlife.org, go to the bottom of the page, I think it's on the right-hand side, it says Winter Trout Stocking Program. You will see that, and that's totally different than what you will see in the Hunting and Fishing Guide, which is the Spring Stocking Program.
Right. Well, we certainly appreciate it. We appreciate everything that you guys do all the time. But I think that this particular program is just fantastic. There's already several kids down here fishing this morning. I know this weekend there will be even more. John, thank you again just for not only coming up with the idea, but staying behind it. I saw you put out different things online numerous times, and you've done a lot of things to bring people to know what's going on here, and I think it's just going to get better from here. So
I agree.
Fantastic deal. Again, guys, we're at Don Fox Park here in Lebanon, Tennessee. You guys can come right down here, enjoy the walking trail and the playgrounds, and do a little trout fishing while you're at it. So if you get a chance, thank one of your TWRA agents. They do a lot of things for us. They keep these waters stocked for us, do lots and lots of work to keep them managed, and things like this. I really see they're just really going out of their way to do things for the public. So be sure to thank them. Guys, I guess we'll see you around soon, and we might need to go get us some rods out of the truck, John.
Yeah, I think so.
Get down here and get in on the action. So we're going to get that going. We appreciate y'all tuning in. We're going to head right back over to the studio, and we'll have some more Southern Woods and Waters.